Hey guys, so after doing green, white, red and yellow, it's time for blue and black. So again, just for disclaimer, do not just pull for blue, do pull for other units as well from other crystal colors. Again, without utility, you will not be able to beat future content. And I include some reason to pull due to calls, LD calls especially. Again, this is not my pull plan, it's just a recommendation, and it does assume that if you're a new player and the aim is to fill up the roster as soon as possible with multiple roles like DPS, debuff, support, and yeah, all the good stuff like that. And we have the current banner, and the current banner is Aranya, who is a future unit time travel, so her damage is insanely high, and she is blue crystal, so there is no reason not to pull for her, and I would suggest to gem her banner. In fact, for every other crystal so far, I did suggest that you should gem Aranya. Okay, so what more? Now this is about blue crystal, so definitely there's no way that you should skip this banner. Okay, for Sephiroth, there's no need of his BT, just get, even if you don't max the Sapphire is okay. Do grab Cater's LDCA because it has some freeze. Her LDCA inflict freeze debuff, which prevents enemy from gaining brave, and that is very good for some form of damage mitigation. And we have Quistis and Reigns. Ticket for Reigns LDCA. Other than that, you can skip this banner. Once you get Reigns LDCA, you can stop. But if you want to get Quistis because you have issue trying to defeat Area 7, then do get Quistis. Otherwise, you kind of need a magic character for Area 9, but wait for a little bit. Once Astos arrive, you can go back and defeat Area 7, so there's no need to rush to get a magic attacker to complete this. And for Astos and Yuna's banner, which is coming in about 2 days time, again, this is another banner that everyone should gem, no matter what color you are, so gem. Then we have Ruby Kante's banner. Again, everyone should gem Ruby Kante, yeah. It is great that they actually repeat Ruby Kante's banner because he has been so good and he will still be very good moving on for a couple of months. In fact, in JP now, some of the fight, we still can use Ruby Kante to solo. And not only just future, because if you're a new player, there's so much content that you have not done and you need to farm those content to get all the materials to green your unit, to pull. Yeah, you need to do all those, and Ruby Kante will help you by a mile. Like, he is really good, not only just as an off-turn unit, but even on-turn he's giving party 50% HP damage limit up from his armor and BT. And he serves as a tank, which for blue unit, you kind of lacking of a tank. Yeah, so do pick him up. Cloud, the second blue unit, I'm not sure that he will actually come at this point. Might be after Rosa, might be before Rosa, we do not know yet, we will know soon. For Cloud, if you really like Cloud, I know a lot of people does, so I would say, yeah, if you like him, gem, right? It's nicer to have the full kit, but technically Cloud, you don't really need his BT, he still function fine. Because if the other two characters have BT, then you have enough aura to sustain all the damage. So I would suggest if you are low on resource or you want to save up, then you can take a Cloud. His FR is actually very good, so at least grab that because it's a generic FR in the sense that if you're attacking a paralyzed unit, enemy, and Cloud does 100% paralysis now on cross slash, so he does make it easier for the entire party to fulfill the condition. And what more, not only that it is just generic, it has 50% HP damage limit up, so that is really good as well. So if you just bring him there just to activate FR, that is fine. Okay, so please take it for Cloud. And we have Rosa. Rosa is the first blue support unit with fast charging, and that is something that you are lacking right now if you go for blue crystal. So Rosa, you must jam Rosa. You will be using her, trust me, you will be using her for a very long time, and she is one of the first unit in FE50 to get FE50 because it comes in a triple banner BT. So at that point, Rosa is still usable. Okay, my team Aranya, Cloud, Rosa, that is what I went for in JP, and they defeated a lot of fight until Wise, and then I kind of substitute Cloud with Wise, and I still destroy content. Okay, so Rosa and Aranya is very good, and you definitely must get all of them. Now coming on to Orin. Now you already have Ruby Kante, you can skip Orin. Doggen and Butts, again, always pull Doggen FR, at least his FR, because he can combo very well with Noel. So do get that. He also worked very well with Aranya, and you have Aranya because you're blue crystal, and hence pull for Doggen's FR. It's okay that you don't have his BT because his off turn, or basically his follow attack after each break, is not from his BT. Okay, so just with his kit and his FR, he will work pretty well. And we have Setzer, Jill, Nabat, and Pain. Setzer, yes, pull for Setzer. Okay, jam him because he has that Quina ignoring HP reduction gimmick, which means he will deal maximum damage, but only 70% chance. Quina is 100%, but since you do not have access to Quina, Setzer is the second best choice. So I would suggest you to jam this banner. For Jill and Pain, okay, the blue unit here is Pain. You do not need Jill. Pain, even as a blue and a unit that was released probably a month or two ago, she's actually still pretty good. I sometimes use her in JP. She works well. She has HP silence. She can provide the party with consecutive turn depending on where you are positioning her at. And one of the best thing is that if you are going crystal mission, you will get a lot of attack stat from the crystal board, and that is permanent. Like once you added that in, you can't unequip it. So Pain with very high attack stats, she will be able to do a huge amount of poison damage. Okay, HP poison. So it's worth it, right? I do think that Pain is a really good unit in that sense, and her FR is also generic. Yeah, she grants the entire party with levels base buff, so that can help to fulfill her condition. So I would suggest jam Pain. She is still very good to use. And we have Noctis and Lena. Rosa should be enough. You can skip. You only ticket Lena's FR if you have problem with Leviathan. Otherwise, yeah, you can skip. Oh yeah, Lena's LDCA is also good. So if you want to get a call that has debuff evasion, yeah, then you can grab Lena. Okay, at the same time try to pull for FR. It will be much easier if you have Lena's FR fighting against Leviathan Spiritus, but Rosa with Last Stand can also work, and if you are going for Crystal Mission board, you can always get D1 because D1 has Last Stand for the entire party, so that also helps to keep your party alive. The next one, Gobes and Rinoa, skip. You don't need another AoE DPS, especially from black unit that you are not going to use very often. And Astos, also a black crystal, can fulfill most of your needs. And here we are, Queen and Tifa. Sorry Tifa, but you can skip. Wise and Ram, yes, jam Wise. Wise is a very good unit. Technically, you do not need his BT, and he will still be able to do that follow attack, but with his BT, it's better. He have debuff evasion. He have extra 10% damage to cap damage. So if you are capped at, let's say, 250,000, Wise will provide extra 10% of that. So no question asked. Pull for Wise. Ram is also in the banner. Do get her FR if you have the material or the resources to max her FR. I would say please do so, because most of the time when I use Ram now, I use her to set up a FR phase for another BT character. So she herself do not really need to have a BT. She still does the follow-up attacks and things like that. The only thing if you need her BT is when you need the immortality gimmick in the party, which not all the time you actually need that. So at least get Ram FR, and if you have the resource, max her out without her BT. If you get a BT, obviously, you can go green as well. Now, Reno and Vincent, you can skip, just pull Rain's LD call, and hopefully you land a Reno BT. I do really like Reno BT. I will be pulling Reno, but yeah, because Blue Crystal you do not really have an off turn, and the off turn you have now is Rubicante, and you don't really need Reno to make Rubicante work. And if you do not have off turn for Blue, then there's no need of Reno as well. For Anna, Crow, and Noelle, try the ticket for Noelle's FR, so he can combo with Dorgan. Both of them is like the most budget unit in this era, and can do some insanely good combo. Both of them, a very budget character and a character that you definitely need to pull for without gems. So you can just go tickets and hopefully you get the FR. If you get the BT, obviously even better. And going on to the next banner, Cater and Edgar. You need Edgar LD to defeat Shiva Spirited, so there's no need to think, just ticket for his LD at least. If you get everything else is bonus. Edgar's FR is melee, range, and magic, so he does and he will be able to cancel a lot of boss FR moving on. Calgar and Makina, you have Rubicante, so if you're low on resource, you can skip on Calgar. But if you really like off-turn shenanigans, then why not get two? So if there's a Dare to Defy, you can put one of them in different fights, right? So the more the better. And next is Kiran, Fusoya, and Deuce. Ticket Deuce FR because you do want another fast charger. So far, you only have Rosa, right? So it's just great to grab another one. Then Fusoya and Kiran, yeah, you can skip Fusoya because Cloud already covered the role of a person that can inflict paralysis. And Kiran is a support unit that doesn't have fast charge, so I don't think that Kiran will be replacing Rosa at all. And now we have Struggle and Lock. I actually like Lock. In fact, I just used Lock in JP and he is still very good. So if you have the resource, I would suggest Gem. But even if you don't, well, it's okay. You can actually skip this banner because the next era will be coming in the next banner, and that's FE50. And the first banner is Celtius and Twin. None of them is blue, so you can skip them if you want to. And Rosa will return in a triple BT banner. Obviously, you should already have her, so you don't have to pull for her. Just make sure you have the resource to upgrade her to FE50, and she will continue to act as your main support. So down the line, blue, and you already maxed out your crystal boards anyway, so blue will be a very strong unit for you. Okay, so with that, I hope that this video helped you to decide who and what you want to pull for, especially for blue crystal. Okay, so thank you very much for watching and have a good day, and good luck to your pull in 2 days time for Astos.